With Don?
Well, hello, fellas.
Good morning, Don.
How y'all doing?
Is this
Real well.
our prophecy guy?
No, that's someone else. I recognize your voice, huh?
Yeah, good. I've got one of those unique kind of voices.
Yes.
Hey, look, I'm still waiting on your answer on that debate.
Well, we're working on that right now. We're trying to find a forum, and a neutral forum for it. And if you got any suggestions on that, not that I don't have anything against the church, but I would definitely prefer somewhere besides the church.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would be an ideal place for
Okay.
it. But you do agree that if we find a suitable forum, that you will debate me?
Of course.
Okay.
I'd be glad to.
Yeah, and for the man on the end, I didn't catch his name. I was just.
We got two ends here.
Yeah.
Well, the one on my right, which would be on your left.
This is David Kent.
David Kent.
Okay.
Okay, well, I know he's not a student of the Bible for sure, because he called Moses, he thought Moses was a friend of God. So since he's not an authority on the Bible, I haven't finished.
Okay, go ahead.
It was not Moses that was called a friend of God. I mean, it seems to me that if you're going to make a statement, you should check out its accuracy.
Well, let David comment on that then, David.
Okay, who was it?
Well, I mean,
I'm
how
willing-
did you find out? It wasn't Moses.
I'm willing to stand corrected. I thought it was.
No, it was not.
If you have information to give, why don't you give it instead of being mysterious about
No,
it?
I just wanted to let you know that it wasn't Moses. That's the only information I wanted to give you. And
Okay.
you should check out
Well,
the
if you
Bible.
want to play games with us, you can play games, but we've got to talk to other people.
No, I'm not playing games.
Yes,
but
you are.
I would like to say
Sure.
this.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Number one, there's been controversy about this so-called relic that has been that he spoke about that was so old.
Right.
You know,
9,000 years old.
Yeah.
9,400.
Yeah. In other words, the test, we know that men lie. Even people who call themselves historians lie. And it would not amaze me if people who call themselves atheists lie all the time. Anytime that a person has nothing to guide them in what they do except to get an advantage, then lying is no big thing.
We've talked about this very subject so many times. I even think we talked about it with you, that atheists do have ethics and do have something to guide their behavior.
It's not the Ten Commandments. It's
No, a
not,
good
thou
thing,
shalt not
too.
lie.
The Ten Commandments are a mess. It's a good thing I don't pay attention
That's
to.
right. So you don't mind lying every now and then if it gives you an advantage. You have no reason not to lie.
That ethic was around long before the Ten Commandments or Christianity, and I don't need the Ten Commandments to tell me that. And the First Commandment alone is directly against the First Amendment.
Okay, would you give me one example of an ethic, thou shalt not lie, found any place that in your myths that you claim?
In my home, in my mind.
No,
in my
he's-
No,
life.
I'm not
talking about
interested in your
ancient-
mind. There may be a lot of things in your mind. Let the authority, he's the one that brought it up. Give me one example from any tablet that can be authenticated that said that man should not lie.
Shouldn't
Other
be a
Yes.
than-
tablet.
Yes, the
other than
code.
There's a little bit
philosophers.
of reasoning.
Yes.
I haven't lied in 5 years. It works great. Because
No.
if you're caught in a lie
That sounds
once,
okay.
people don't take you seriously from then on. It just works great.
No, Arlo,
Yeah.
Arlo, this man asked a particular question. The answer is the Code of Hammurabi, which is 1,500 years earlier, has exactly that. If you knew your history, you'd know that.
Well, see, I'm not up on archaeology. Because,
You ought to be.
Yeah, well, I imagine I should be.
If you're studying the Bible, you
but
need
I
to
don't
be.
have faith in archaeologists.
You ought to. Archaeology is not
I
a matter
have
of
faith
faith.
in God.
Archaeology is a matter of science.
Anybody that says the world is billions of years old, I have no faith in what they say from that point on. First of all,
is a
if a
big
man,
number.
wait a minute, these little tests that you give, that you claim that, well, it proves that something is 9,000 years old.
Right.
Yes.
Well, how do you know? No one was back there 9,000 years old to know that that was the true case.
Exactly. You don't know much about radiocarbon dating, do you?
I know that it's not
go to
accurate if it
Steve.
says it's 9,000 years old.
You don't know that. You ought to find out what it is.
What I was going to say with Don,
But see, then it becomes a matter of faith. You believe in man, and I believe in God, the Creator. So you will take man's proof, though man is finite being. He
Yes.
hasn't
We will.
been around very long.
We will. We will take the scientific method over faith as you have it. Otherwise, we would believe, like you would believe a couple of hundred years ago, that the earth is flat, that the sun goes around the earth. we would believe idiocy like that, and it's thanks to the scientific method that you don't believe that anymore, and we don't believe it anymore.
Well, I never did believe it. You've got to talk to somebody else.
I speak to you as a representative of Christianity. 200 years ago, you would believe it.
And Don, I do appreciate your call there, Don. And
hey, we'll try to get that together. But this, the fellow there with that book, like I say, it's basically a pack of fabricated.
Okay, well, we've got Steve online too. Thanks for calling.
I appreciate it, Don. And all I was going to say, they'll lay the evidence out for you right there to make up your own mind. They'll show you how they come up with this conclusion, and they'll say this is their best.
Well,
this is their best answer with the evidence that they have right here. And they'll let you make your own in mind. The Bible and everybody else will tell you, they're right, don't look nowhere else, here's all the answers, and that's where we come up with our biggest difference.
I don't think you can maintain that this is a conspiracy or that this is propaganda. These are the reports of scientific discoveries made by people all over the world using the scientific method.